Hello, my name is Samara Davidson.
Hi, my name is Hope Scruggs.
Hello, my name is Corey Holtzclaw.
And today we will be doing our group presentation on a story called A Good Man is Hard to Find.
The author of our short story is Flannery O'Connor. She was born in Savannah, Georgia on March 25th of 1952. She was the only child from both of her parents. At the age of 13, her father had passed from lupus. O'Connor attended Georgia State College for Women in Milledgeville, where she studied writing, later being awarded a fellowship to University of Iowa and earned an MFA degree there. Her first book was Wise Blood, a comic novel that attacked the secularization of religion, published in 1952. She then wrote A Good Man is Hard to Find in 1955. Before she passed, she was about to publish one more novel, The Violently Buried Away, in 1960. She completed enough stories for a second collection, Everything That Rises Must coverage, with just 31 stories. She won an O. Henry Award in 1957 and the National Book Award in 1972. She was a great modern religion writer. The title of the story of our choice is A Good Man Hard to Find, one of her famous works. It was published once again in 1950. It was a collection of her stories.
The summary of A Good Man is Hard to Find. A Good Man is Hard to Find has main characters which are the grandmother, June Starr, Bailey, John Wesley, the mother, and the infant baby. They are all members of the family where the Bailey is the father and the grandmother's son. June and John and the baby are the children, and the mother is Bailey's wife. The story starts in Georgia where the family was trying to figure out what state they were going to for their trip, and the grandmother wanted to go to East Tennessee when Bailey really wanted to go to Florida. So Bailey eventually agreed after the grandmother begged and made some convincing remarks such as the warning of the prisoner Misfit who escaped jail. They got into the car and started for East Tennessee. Grandmother was pointing out different artifacts of Georgia because the children were complaining about how fast they wanted to get to Tennessee. They stopped to get some great barbecue where they danced, talked, and relived some old times. When they got back on the road, grandmother then pointed out a plantation which she once visited and also mentioned that it had treasures inside. The children got very interested to investigate the plantation. When headed to the plantation, the grandmother then remembers that the plantation she pointed out was the wrong one, and the right one was really in Tennessee when they were still in Georgia. They were on the road when this happened. Then Bailey got shook up and lost control of the car. They got into an accident, but no one got really hurt. They then look around for help, but no one is to be found until a car comes up with 3 men inside, and they all have guns. The grandma then remembers that one of the men is the Misfit, who was the missing prisoner who escaped jail. He then splits up the family into the woods upon the 3 men. With the different men, they then were killed. The grandma then tries to convince the Misfit that he was her son and not to kill her because she was a lady, but he eventually does kill her.
Alright, for the scholar analysis, the one that I did, the author of that one is William Bonney. The title is The Moral Structure of Flannery O'Connor's A Good Man is Hard to Find. It is published in the Studies in Short Fiction, Volume 27, Issue 3. The literary theory is Gender Studies and Queer Theory because it focuses on males. The thesis is that any man has the potential to be a good man, but it is rare to find one. The supporting details, which were stated in the scholar analysis, is that men can't find social stability sometimes. They can be very prideful and ambiguous, which causes them to make bad decisions. And they can simply have bad morals learned when growing, such as the Misfit going to jail for a crime he didn't commit that changed him. How does it support commentary? It supports it by giving examples from the story and explains why the Misfit does what he does. Do I agree or disagree? I agree with the analysis because I think every male has the potential to be a good man. However, there can be multiple events that happens in one's life to lead him off course to be bad and head in the wrong direction, such as having bad morals, lacking in social behavior, or having too much pride. Thank you.